transgender person, and many years I spent making human rights, civil rights activism in Russia. Intended to be charged with, I think I'm charged with terrorism, just because I'm writing about Islamic feminism. They wanted to start criminal case against me, like Islamic State supporter. You could imagine how crazy, sorry for ballistic language it sounds. I was living here for 3 years, and I tried not to read about Ukraine, not to read about Russia, just to move out. Yesterday, I stopped to communicate with my family because they don't support me, but yesterday I found my uncle in Kiev, and his wife, my auntie, is now fighting for children's life. She is neurosurgeon, child neurosurgeon, and she is now saving children's life, her own children in subway, in underground, because of bombing, and her husband is defending her. And I understand that I still care. I actually still care. What I want to say today is that in Russia, I know many people who from opposition and many people about whom Info was writing, because I knew people from Navalny support movement, from different feminist LGBT groups, and all these people, all this opposition. Now, of course, they're against war. But unfortunately, they're not just brave Russian people who is against war. Unfortunately, for many years, it was millions and millions of Russians who could say that all Ukrainian people are Nazi, who would say that all Jewish people are human, who could say that all Muslims are animals, and who hide this by saying that they are against European or American colonialism, like they call it, or and Nazism. They were saying extremely Nazi stuff and calling it against like anti-Nazi rhetoric. It's completely bizarre, completely awful. But I was see it for years. I'm from Donetsk. Donetsk is the city with very high level of post-Soviet Union mentality. I was dreaming to move away from Donetsk since I was 3 years old. Luckily, I hope I would never come to Donetsk again. And I want to say that people keep silent for too long. I have friends from Chechnya, territory that was occupied by Russia in 90s. Just find on your phones what Russian government do in Chechnya. How they arrested people, men, just teen boys, just because they're men and could fight. What pro-Russian puppet Kadyrov now doing in Chechnya. Just found photo of Grozny in the biggest Russian holiday, in the biggest holiday of post-Soviet Union country, in 1994-1995. First day of 1995, Russians started invading in Free Ichkerian Republic, in Chechnya. The city of Grozny was completely, fully destroyed. It's just